Namaste Ashe. Let's jump right into it then. So, for some of you guys, some things are being balanced out within your love life, your relationships life, maybe even within certain platonic connections. Now, some of you guys are being called at this time to allow this universal balance to come in. See, whether you realize it or not, you've become very much aligned with some higher purpose of yours in this lifetime. This is why this love is coming in quickly. But you also have to balance out your emotions and the emotions of whoever this divine counterpart or potential twin flame soulmate connection could be. Now, for others, you got to change your perspective a little bit. Your perspective needs to change because in your mind, you're stagnant. You feel as though you're not making motion. You've been having long nights. You've been up kind of in a way where you feel as you're overwhelmed, both mentally, spiritually. But the fact of the matter is you are in fact making very good motion at this time. You actually are just being called to take a little bit more of a leap of faith at this time because you're very, very close to this harvest. See, a lot of people right before their biggest blessings, they get caught up in the hoopla and they don't realize what's really going on within their life. So for some of you guys in this perspective, your finances are coming in very quickly, in fact, after a very big betrayal. This could have been a betrayal from a job, a community that went against you, a family member that went against you, or even a loved one. Now, with this harvest comes a lot of opportunities. You guys are going to have your pick of opportunities and people who are going to want to work with you because you're starting to learn how to balance your playtime and your work time. Now, this collective part of the energy could in fact be me because I am very whimsical. I'd rather chase squirrels and hug trees all day than do this some days. But nevertheless, I'm talking to somebody who's gone through a radical rebirth. Now, some of you guys in this collective, this is something that your ancestors is calling for you to do. You are being called at this time to go ahead and persevere because at this time you're going through a bit of an ego death. Now, when you go through an ego death, sometimes you have to humble yourself so that something new can be birthed. Now, in the case of whoever I'm talking to in this collective energy, the thing that you're birthing is a new career, a new lane of which you do work, a new lane of which you kind of manifest abundance and material wealth in your life. This is also what that Two of Cups means for some of you guys, a balance in your finances. Now, for some of you, you're already in that King of Pentacles energy. You're already moving forward with that Chariot energy. And as you continue to move forward, you're going to realize that there's a lot more opportunities for you to make new incomes than you realize. Now, I'm talking to somebody in the collective energy who's actually reached the Hierophant level. The Hierophant level of experience, so to speak, is someone who's gained a mastery or wisdom and knowledge enough to teach it and give it to the masses, or their communities, friends, family, and other people they interact with. So whoever I'm talking to in this collective energy, you're being called at this time to stretch. See, your vibration is flourishing right now. Your auric field is beautiful right now, but you're being called to stretch that out a little bit. You're being called to give that out to the community a little bit. Now, some of you guys may have been seeing 1111, 144. Some of you guys may have been seeing 777 and 888. For others, you've been seeing 444 and 555. A couple of you have been seeing angel numbers 1313. Some of you have been seeing 1144. And it seems like some of you have also been seeing 1122. Now, for those of you in this collective energy who are in this King of Pentacles, you are being called to balance your finances in a way that you're using your resources properly and not expending energy or your material wealth in places that it's not needed. For others, as you're going through this ego death and you're birthing this new timeline, you are being called to embrace this radical rebirth. See, this is something that your spirit team and your spirit guides wants for you. Chimes in the background for confirmation. You guys have been doing a lot of the shadow work that's necessary. So that shadow in the background, those shadows aspects, they've been balanced out. Now for other of you, you've tapped into that Empress energy, that High Priestess energy, and that intuition is booming right now. So more power to you. But the fact of the matter is, everyone in this collective energy has some opportunities that's coming. Now, some of you guys could be water signs. I could be talking to a Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpio, but I'm also picking up on fire sign energy, so I could be talking to a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius at this time as well. The fact of the matter is you guys have a lot of opportunities right in front of you, so you're going to have your pick of what you want to pour your energy into. But keep in mind that some of you guys are dealing with some betrayals at this time. And because you're dealing with those betrayals, you are being called to use your discernment, because there is some of you who came past the Seven of Swords situation. And there are others who you have some individuals who would like to sabotage this new beginning. But nevertheless, this is still going to be a time of harvest for you. This is still going to be a time of the fruits for your labor. Now, we just left the season of winter and we're heading into the spring and summer session. Now, it's March right now, so this is a great time for you guys to start businesses. This is a great time for you guys to start investing your resources into different opportunities that come up. With that being said, though, this balance that's coming in, this is something that your ancestors, high vibrational beings, and archangels are definitely balancing out for you. The world is literally in your hand at this time. You simply have to use that God-given, that divinely assured, intuitive gifts of yours. Now, for other of you, you are being called again to take this leap of faith and get out that stagnant energy, that lack mindset where you're thinking you're not making motion. Because some of you guys are literally at the cusp of a new beginning and you just aren't able to see it at this time. And that is your collective read. Ashe, ashe.